first up,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry you had to watch that with everybody else. What exactly is going on with this team? You've been around so many teams,
Yeah.
you know the vibe and everything else, but what is missing here?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think we're just trying to figure it out, as a team. As you guys can see and aware, tonight wasn't our best effort by any means, but I do think there's a conscious effort of trying to figure it out and trying to figure out what works for us as a team, and all we have is each other. Based on my experience, the best part about this game and this league is that stuff like this can either pull you apart or can pull you closer. And I think as a team, as an organization, we've been in the league some time as leadership is, it's a part of some of my responsibility, just everyone here to be able to become closer, find a way to be able to just compete at a high level. We got to do that as a team.
Russ, of course, you've been around this game for a long time on all different levels and
Yep.
stuff. So when you see a team like the Atlanta Hawks, and they poured it out, they poured it on.
Yeah.
When they flexing and stuff like that,
Yeah.
what do y'all sit there and think about when they flexing their muscle, they feel it, them testosterone's high right now.
Yep. Yeah, I don't pay much mind to that, to be honest. That's a part of the game. That's the theatrics and different things of that nature. But for us, it's what about us? I know when we put our best foot forward, we've done it in parts of games. Tonight we didn't do it at all, but I think as a team and as a unit, we have to be able to stamp our footprint on just competing. And I think missing, making shots is all a part of the game. That's fine, but competing at a high level is something that we have to do each and every night. And that always gives yourself a chance to be in basketball games and win games.
Yeah, it's obviously so early, and you guys have seen what you've been capable of even
Yep.
on the road. This stretch here, just as frustrations kind of mount, just
Yep.
how surprising is this to you to kind of see it?
Surprising. Things happen. If we've been honest, we're in a tough stretch as who we're playing. The travel, the days. I think you take a lot of that in consideration. A lot of newness around here as part of the team. I'm new, organization. A lot of changes. Things are happening. I don't think things are click immediately. Obviously, based on our talent, we should be better than 3-9, absolutely. But I've been in the league as you mentioned a long time, and as a unit, as a team, be able to find a way to be able to get out of this slump and stay with it and stick together, and then we'll be happy on the backside of everything.
Russ, I'm sure you've seen Doug's passion and just how, driven that is to win for the city and
Yeah.
this organization. How is his messaging landing
Yeah.
in the locker room amongst you guys as you try to figure this out?
Yeah, I think Doug, man, has done a great job of staying true to who he is, and as you mentioned, he's very passionate and wants to go out and compete. He's finding nuances and finding new ways to make sure that we understand his full message, and I think we, as a team, have to do a better job of just relaying the message from film room, from the practice to the game floor, and that's on us. There's no blame by any means towards Doug. It's on us to be able to go out and compete at the highest level. He can't play for us. He can tell us and put us in position to be able to be successful, but us as a team and as a unit, we have to go out and compete and put our best foot forward.
Harris, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You just mentioned that times like this either pull teams apart
Yep.
or together. In your experience, what's the most important part for a team during times like this to make sure you end up on the positive side?
Yeah, I think there's a combination of a few things. I think sometimes you kind of just have to flush certain games down the toilet. I've had games where you just kind of, it wasn't your night. Other times I think you communicate, make sure communication is very high, because I think it's important to be able to talk amongst each other as brothers to communicate what each of us may see on the floor. And I think off the floor is important too, hanging out, enjoying each other's time, embracing this game. This game will do so much for so many people. We have to make sure we understand, yes, in times of adversity, it's easy to start pointing fingers and saying who needs to be here, who doesn't. Really not my way about going about things. Adversity is the best way to be able to show who you really are, show your true colors. And I know a lot of guys in the locker room want to compete and want to win. And part of leadership and part of my job here is to make sure that we're able to bring some of those things in SAC so that when adversity does hit us, which is it's hitting us now, we are together, we're standing together, we're not running from the fight, we're going towards it.
In those instances where you guys are playing well, like in Milwaukee, in
Yep.
OKC, what do you see in those games that is allowing you guys to click? and compete?
Just competing. It's not like, we running certain plays or certain guys getting shots. We just playing hard. The game, you play hard, and a lot of teams are doing that. Good things happen, plain and simple. I don't think there's no, we can't point to one thing that's saying, hey, we did this in Milwaukee or we did this against OKC, but I know when you compete and you play hard, you always give yourself a chance to be in the game.
Russ, being that you still new to the team or whatnot, but you're expected to be, one of the leaders.
Yeah.
Has it been, difficult or strange kind of, imposing your leadership on the guys in a short time?
Not really. I think that's the best part about leadership. You get a chance to learn about each individual. You get a chance to learn about how people react, how they see different things, and I think that's all a part of it. It's, we 12 games in, and I think there's so much time and so much space in front of us, and leadership, it takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something that's, you have to be consistent and don't run away from it, and I'm up for any challenge. And I know as a team, we're up for whatever challenge that we're facing right now, and I think this is the best part about being, whether it's under fire, however we want to look at it, is to figure out, what we're going to do, look in the mirror on ourselves and figure out what we can do individually, and then come together collectively and make a change.
Russ, in your experience, Doug has been really clear about the identity he wants his team to have.
Yep.
His team is loaded with, Hall of Fame level offensive talent. When you kind of have that situation where the identity your coach wants you to have might not be what personally some guy's strong suit is,
Yep.
How difficult is that to balance that as a player, building a Hall of Fame career on your
Yep.
offense and being asked to play a different style?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's that's why it's a team sport. To be honest, I think I've been on different teams and where some guys are really good on certain sides of the ball, and other guys are not. Some guys shoot the ball very well. Some guys don't. I think the reality of that is that's why it's a team game, and our coach is asking us to be able to compete and play hard. I don't. I think it's important that playing hard is not an option. I think that is something that we all should do, and I think that is not an option. Now, we got to make sure we helping each other out, have each other's back. That is strictly on us as a team, and that's something that we have to do a better job of, and we've done it. We just got to be able to do it for 48 minutes, and I think that's the best part about team sports. You have each other's back, and you support each other.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Russ.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.